Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have the return of a Kansas sovereign citizen who recently found himself in quite the dilemma when he requested and was denied an in-person jury trial over Zoom from Texas. Now that's not typically how jury trials work, as those are pretty much always in person. Well, he's found himself in another conundrum as he apparently received another traffic ticket while traveling through Kansas for that jury trial. So let's begin.
Right. The next matter is State versus Isaiah Curvin, 24 TR 17. There's a name of Isaiah Curvin on the screen. Please turn on your monitor.
I'm here.
Mr. Curvin, is the headgear you're wearing a religious item?
It's a cap. I'm outside. It was snowing out here. I'm in Oklahoma City. I'll take it off in a second. That's why I got my jackets on. Yeah, it's kind of cold outside. No problem.
All right. This is your first appearance. We were scheduled for an earlier date. Mr. Curvin did not appear at that time. A 30-day suspension letter was ordered to be sent. Mr. Curvin apparently contacted the clerk's office following at some point in intervening and requested hearing. So we're here today for first appearance. Mr. Curvin, you are charged with driving without a valid driver's license or no DL. That is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. A B misdemeanor is punishable up to 6 months in the county jail and a fine not to exceed $1,000. Not saying that's what the penalty will be. It's just what the maximum available under Kansas law. You have the right to a trial if you are subject to a jail sentence, or if that's a possibility, then if you wish to have an attorney but could not afford one, you could apply to the court. If you met the financial guidelines, then I would appoint an attorney to represent you. However, if a person is not facing a jail sentence, then they're not entitled to court-appointed counsel.
Well, he is looking at jail time, so he does qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Now, whether he's smart enough to take it or not, that's not up for debate neither, as this guy is dumber than a bag of dicks, and he'll be representing himself. But you don't have to take it from me, as you're about to get it directly from the horse's ass.
Do you understand your rights, sir?
I do. Yes, sir.
Right. In a moment, I'm going to ask how you wish to proceed in regards to a plea. Right now, do you have a plan in regards to an attorney? Are you hiring an attorney, asking the court to appoint, representing yourself?
Represent myself, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Curvin, you looks like you're 33 years old. So absent some other compelling reason, you'd be able to represent yourself. If you wish to, I'm going to ask what your plea is. If you wish to have a trial, if you wish to, I don't know if you qualify for a diversion, if you wish to try to get the case resolved either through counsel or yourself with the county attorney's office, any of those things, then your plea should be not guilty. If you choose to plead guilty, then we would proceed to sentencing. I would hear from both parties in a pronounced sentence. If you plead no contest, that is then if the state were to present what we refer to as a proffer, a person who's pleading no contest are not challenging the charge, but they're not pleading guilty per se. If there's a proffer that supports the facts that would result in a guilty verdict, then that person would be found guilty and we'd proceed to sentencing in the same manner as I described before. With those things in mind, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Are we on the record?
Yes.
Well, on the record before I make a plea, I'd like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction, the venue, and the nature cause of action until the prosecution has properly alleged them for me, and therefore I'm not able to enter a plea until then. I'd like to know if it's going to be if I'm going to be tried under common law, or is it going to be under maritime admiralty law?
Well, it's not under maritime admiralty law, since Kansas is landlocked and you didn't allegedly commit your crimes on the high seas. And it's not under common law, as Kansas has a set of revised statutes that clearly define your behavior as criminal and the punishments for your crimes. And just to be clear, you're being charged under Kansas statutory law Article 2, Section 8-235, which clearly states that an operator of a motor vehicle on a Kansas roadway must have a driver's license.
Can you speak up a little bit? It's difficult to hear you.
I got my headphones on. Did you hear what I said, or just what part did you need to
I heard part of what you said, so.
Okay. I was saying, for the record, I did not simply understand nature and cause of action brought against me with regards of the elements of our personal jurisdiction, and also the nature cause of action until the jurisdiction, the prosecution has let me know what they're going to try me underneath, so I can let you know what I'm going to make my plea. I'm not really sure if it's under common law or is it maritime admiralty law. So I can know how to defend myself, and then I can enter my plea.
All right. Have you filed a motion for discovery in this case?
I filed in my I put a special appearance and affidavit in about a week ago.
Well, there's something that's listed as correspondence in the court file. I'm looking at it now. It's not an official pleading. Neither does it state that you've requested information from the state that we refer to as discovery.
You didn't receive. I emailed. I actually faxed the special appearance. Did you receive it?
Whether they received it or not is irrelevant. You can't make a special appearance because you are not a lawyer. Either you can represent yourself or you can hire an attorney to represent you in court.
There's a document that looks like it is served or before a notary in Oklahoma that reflects what appears to be your signature and says respondent beneficiary of the named defendant constitutional rights / benefits.
It should
is that
be like
the document you're referring to?
Yeah, I think is it just only one they went through? Because there's like 4 pages, 4 or 5, a few pages that went through, not just one.
There's a 1-page document.
There's only one. It's supposed to be more. I faxed to more over there. It was supposed to be like 4 pages.
It's 1 page. Where it begins is at the top. It says the Supreme Court said in U.S. versus Mirsky.
Yeah, I have a copy right here with me. I think you're just referring to the last page, and I sent like 4 pages of them. I think I got it notarized at the end of it, and I think the notary already sent the last page to you, but it was supposed to be 4 more pages to go with that. And that was the special appearance.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I cannot answer a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under? I do not understand the nature of the cause of action brought up yesterday.
Well,
this is by far the most misunderstood right that softards consistently quote. You do not have a right to understand the nature and causes of the criminal charges being brought against you. According to the 6th Amendment, you have the right to be informed of the nature and causes of the charges being brought against you, not understand. Meaning that if you're too stupid to read and understand the statutes that are being used to prosecute you, then you might want to hire a lawyer who does understand.
I've explained what you're charged with.
Yes.
I'm going to put you down as a plea of not guilty and set this matter for trial. If you wish to
because I was my special appearance didn't make it. I need to resend that as well. How can I reset it? So I gotta have a chance to resend my special appearance because it didn't make it in. I guess you only had the last copy of it. There's more pages that you didn't receive. I need to enter that in beforehand. How can I reset it so I can do that? I have time to do that. I can do it today, and we can reset it for this same time next week if that's okay with you.
I'm going to go ahead and set this for trial. You can, if you have pretrial motions that you'd like to address, they need to be properly filed.
Okay.
Sometimes we're If people are representing themselves, they're still held to the same standard as an attorney would be.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes people don't have the experience to do that correctly. So there's an advantage to having an attorney. But I'm going to set aside 2 hours for bench trial.
I'd like to be tried by jury if that's okay. If I'm going to be separate trial, if it has to be separate trial, like
Have you made a written request for trial by jury?
I have not. This is my first appearance today.
If you're seeking to have a jury trial, then you're going to need to file a written motion in that regard.
Okay.
Again, pursuant to Kansas law, there are restrictions in that regard. When we set a jury trial, I generally have a pretrial date that we have. You will be required to be here at Elk County to conduct that hearing. If you have pretrial motions that you're wishing to have heard, we typically would do that in advance at a pretrial. I'm going to set a pretrial date at this time. It'll give you an opportunity to place your written motion for request for jury trial. We will set that hearing for, Sarah, can you give us a date within 30 days?
How long would you like for the pretrial, sir?
Anytime is fine before the
That's cute, but I don't think she was talking to you.
the 17th.
An hour.
Next one, 1 hour. Okay.
Miss Gillette, on the 17th, do you have very much scheduled with Satterfield for your half day?
Can I do another day besides the 17th? I can't make that day. I have something on that day. Is there like maybe like the 15th or maybe after the 17th? That's the one day I cannot make.
We could do the morning of May 1st at 9 a.m.
So May 1st, 9 a.m., a jury trial, which also means that we probably won't get to see it on YouTube.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Now, with that being said, I'd like to make a special appearance and say thank you to Old Squishy Gardener for not just finding this gem, but for also helping me expose these asshats for their social degeneracy. So why don't you do yourself a favor and head over to his channel to not just watch the entire video without my commentary, but to also subscribe. And be sure to tell him that Team Skeptic sent you. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.